Well, all right. It is Tuesday, May 28th, just a little after 11 a.m. my time, and I am wrapped up for the day. Had a great 3-day weekend, was able to just get away from the charts, didn't do any playback, really just didn't think about trading at all, and it was nice to get away from it. Today was kind of strange PA. This is the 1 minute chart here. Took a trade just after the New York Open, kind of the other side of the orb, and got a nice trade there. And then I got a second trade as well today. Both trades today, I took profit before I reached the target. And when I get into the trades, I'll talk about the reasons why, but both were kind of up against kind of areas where I felt like there was some potential resistance. And so just based on the way the price was moving, I decided to not let a trade that was in the green turn against me and maybe potentially take a loss. I'd say the first one, I could have got the full target if I just stayed in it. The second trade, I potentially would have taken a loss if I didn't take my profit where I took it. So I think they were good decisions. As you can see, evaluation 41 was up $171. Evaluation 43, which is a 250K account, up 350. Was really hoping I was going to pass this evaluation today, number 41, the 50K. It's the 6-day traded. Now just $55 away basically from passing it. I just need probably one good trade and I pass it. Really, you know, if I had reached the full target on the first trade, I probably passed it on that second trade I took today. But just playing it safe, not trying to reach for too much in a choppy market. And I think I did the right thing. So hopefully I'll be able to get past tomorrow and get another PA on the board. It will be PA 11 if and when I pass. So 2-0 today, 100%. And trade today didn't count towards the orb. To me, it was kind of like taking the other side of it. And overall, 236 wins, 64 losses, which is 300 trades on the year. So here we are, just coming up on the full 6 months in and 300 trades, which, you know, as far as volume of trades, I'm in a great place. And just need to clean up some things and be a little bit more careful with my PAs. And I think I can hopefully get to a payout. First, I need to actually acquire another PA, and then I can think about that. So, all right, let's get into it. Take a look at these trades. Keep it as short as I can here. It's not a whole lot to say about today or about any other bigger items. So let's take a look here. All right, so for anyone that's been following me, you know that I generally look for tick charts where every second entry works for my profit target, and those are the charts I like to trade. Today I had one chart, just one tick chart where it was consistently working on every second entry. But while I was on the chart from the market open until it picked up its first losing entry, I just didn't like any of them, really. Didn't like where they were, didn't like the setups, didn't like them in relation to where the opening or where the previous day close was, things like that. So I just wasn't able to take any on the tick chart. And then eventually it did pick up a losing entry, so I wasn't able to keep using it. And then I just traded off the 1 minute chart the rest of the time. So really, let's take a look here. Here we go. So for the opening trade, what I was seeing was we were really just in this tight range here, but there's all these levels, you know, I kind of marked them off. You know, there's all these levels above, kind of a level here and a level there, level here and a level there. And then there was, on the bottom side, there was really just, you know, besides the tight range, there was kind of this level and this level. So what I decided to do was put my entry in far enough below this wick that I figured if it went this far, it should work for my profit target. And as you can see, the long already had worked to the upside before it turned lower. And so I didn't want to be wide on the long side. This was exactly kind of what I was worried about, because I can see that this, you know, this resistance on the top was pretty heavy, pretty strong. It had already been rejected 3 times there. So my concern was if I tried to go wide on the long, that exactly this would happen. It would bring me into it and then turn against me. So I just stayed away from that, and I just played the short side. And then this is according to the rules that I'd be able to take this trade on the PA account. Chose the side and had a stop loss in place, wasn't more than 4-1. And so on this one, I got entered into the trade. It was working great for me. It looked like it was going to go right to my profit target, came up a little bit shy. And then when I saw it bouncing like this, it was like bouncing right off of this level. And I just didn't like the way I saw it bouncing like that. And for me, it broke out one side, failed. This could have been a breakout of the other side, fail and go back up. So I just didn't want to take any chances. So I moved my stop down to lock in profit. And unfortunately, it didn't go further in my favor to be able to lock in more profit, but I was happy to lock in some profit. And so that was on both the valuation 41 and 43. Those are the only 2 accounts I traded today. And, I only got like 9 ticks or something, but rather have the 9 ticks than see this go all the way against me. Now, it would have worked if I just hung in there. I would have had to stay in there through these 2 candles. My stop would have been up here, and eventually would have worked for my full profit target. But for all I knew, this was a close outside the Bollinger, and this easily could have snapped back and gone all the way to the top of this Bollinger again. So I was fine with the play, happy with my small win there. And then we basically sold off 2 legs, ended up in a tight range here, moved up, ended up in another pretty tight range. And so, just following the price action, just wasn't really seeing anything I liked until about here. Now, at this point, I had measured 1 leg up, 2 legs up. So that was already reached. And I didn't really have this wider channel at the time. I probably had something more like this. And so you can always go back and watch my live stream if you ever want to see any of my trades that I talk about in my review. So I had a new high here, had a first entry long, a second entry long. This is the trade I wanted to take. It was kind of a double test of the bottom of the Bollinger. It was sideways Bollinger. The only thing I was concerned about this resistance right here on these candles, on the top of these bodies. And so then I waited, and then there was a first entry, second entry short that failed. And so I figured it was also a higher low off the second entry long. And it was kind of bouncing from this resistance, maybe turn support. So I entered long here, and as you can see, it went a little bit higher. My profit target was really aiming for the top of the Bollinger. And when I just saw the price was struggling to push through, I really just expected this to go right to it. And when it didn't, I just moved my stop up. And originally I moved it to break even +1, and I just moved it a little bit higher and tried to trail it manually. And again, didn't get a whole lot out of this, but got enough that, I liked what I made on the 2 accounts that I traded today. And it was all right, not too bad. And then really it's just been a sideways range day the rest of the day. I ended up moving this here at one point was the top, and then I moved it up here. And even the lows, at one point I was looking at lows maybe like this, with top like this. And then as price action evolved, I just decided, the range was probably more like this. And, but yeah, just, really it was just sideways in this for over 2.5 hours, and just couldn't find anything that I liked, trusted enough to trade. So this actually looks interesting right now. It's the first entry, second entry right off that level right now. But I'm not trading, so I'm not going to try to take this trade right now. Anyway, I think that really wraps it up. Interesting going-ons with Apex. They now seem to have new status updates. After you request a payout, there seems to be a pending, which goes into a under review, and then it goes into apparently checking all different factors, checking your stops, checking your consistency, checking your what else was there? I don't know. It seems like all of a sudden there's like 8 different statuses from what I can tell, what I've seen in the discords. So just beware of that. I think they're just trying to show you like, here's all the stages it goes through that we check, and maybe puts a little fear into you in case you're breaking any of the rules. And then eventually it looks like most people are still getting approved. So if you have pending payouts, hopefully you'll be one of the approved. I haven't personally noticed an uptick in people being declined so far, but we'll see. We'll see. Get through this payout period, get to the next payout period, and we'll see what happens. So I think that's really it. Let me see here. Other than that, come check me out if you haven't already. My live stream is every day, starting these days at 9:25 Eastern, pretty much wrapping up by 1:30 or earlier Eastern every day. Today I finished right on the dot at that time. Sometimes I'll try to finish earlier if I'm already having a good day. We'll just have to feel it out and see. And 90% discount is still going on through this Thursday at midnight. You can use this code or any other. And that includes the 1-day pass, the 250K account being sold for the 50K price on the 90% off. And then the promo for the lifetime fee for the PA on the 250K goes till June 15th. So you just have to pass it by then to get that rate for the PA fee. So as you can see, I've got one 250K, and I've got quite a ways to go before I'll be able to pass it. Still, just shy of 13,000, just under 13,000 to go still. So a long way to go. But I'm just trying to take my time with it, and hopefully pass it by June 15th would be great. And other than that, just really hoping I can pass this one on the next trade potentially and get a PA. It would be PA 11. So I've gone through 10 PAs without a payout, and hoping I can make a better showing on this next one. So other than that, got a lot of evaluations to get through before the 1 month is up, and try to pass as many of them in this first month as I can. So just need the market to work with me a little bit and give me a little bit better price action so that I can be a little bit more active, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the likes and subscribes, anyone following my journey. And definitely appreciate everyone who comes and joins me in the live stream and chats with me. Makes the days more interesting, gives me things to talk about. It was a little quiet today. Didn't have a whole lot to say, but yeah. Come by, check it out at the very least. If you have any thoughts about my trades or what I'm up to, feel free to come by and say what you think. All right, I'm out of here. I've said it all, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. Hope you had a good trading day.